Before we get this video started, I'd like to announce that I'm giving away multiple copies of Madden 20 to my followers on Instagram and Facebook. The links to those are in the description down below. So before you guys go and begin completely obliterating me in the comment section, claiming, "TheFlightMike, you clickbaited us. What you said in the title is not true at all." Calm down, guys, because most of the time, whenever I will come out and say something that outrageous, I will have what is necessary to back up the talk. And so the title of this video is why pretty much Madden's career mode can completely trump NBA 2K20's, which we don't even know what NBA 2K20's career mode, my career, is going to look like, but I guess we can compare it to NBA 2K19's or NBA 2K's career mode, and at least the principles of 2K's career mode, which I don't think is going to go anywhere anytime soon. I don't think the core idea of creating your player, grinding your way through the NBA, also grinding your way through the park, buying VC so you could upgrade his attributes, change his shot, get him dunk packages, I don't think that stuff is going anywhere anytime soon. So for those of you guys that aren't familiar with how my career works, if you're like strictly a Madden head, which would be shocking because I built this channel off of NBA 2K and Madden, pretty much how NBA 2K's My Career mode works is you create your dude, and after you create your guy, you customize him, you trick him out. You could either play a prelude storyline or just jump straight into the NBA, and then you play a bunch of games, and in those games you get a very minuscule amount of what is called virtual currency, VC, and pretty much you get such a minuscule amount for the amount of time you put into the game that eventually you start getting a little tempted to buy VC so you can upgrade your player as soon as possible. And this brings me to the cool thing about this is I remember a time back in NBA 2K10, you would actually, the entire game was based on the grind, meaning the more you grinded your player, the better your player would be, and you would not be able to upgrade them with VC or with money. And the real reason why I personally started playing 2K way back in the day is in NBA 2K10, I just love the idea of being able to grind my player and then take him online. Who wouldn't like that idea? That sounds pretty freaking cool. You get to pretty much face off against other people online, and if you did a better job developing your player, rounding your game, you will have the upper hand against your opponent. In today's career modes, you don't really get that. With the introduction of VC in NBA 2K13, anyone could theoretically pick up the game today and buy at least to like the 80th overall from day one without even playing a game in the NBA. And although if you're a grinder, you could still grind your way in park mode, you could grind your badges to get better attributes and better special abilities than the average player would not have. For the most part, the one complaint most people have about NBA 2K's career mode is the fact that you have to spend a lot of money in order to be relevant. If you have to spend money in addition to grinding, which is probably the most frustrating part about 2K. Which brings me to why I think Madden can potentially make a better career mode than 2K. Now, hear me out. I understand that I'm fully aware of the dumpster fire that is NBA Live 19. Sorry guys, I hope you pick it up, but to be honest, it is a dumpster fire so far. And I am very aware of how terrible the one career mode has been so far. The one thing that is redeeming about the one career mode, though, is the fact that you cannot spend money on it. You do not spend money on it. That's actually the one thing I like about the one. It's way more rewarding, although it's kind of poopy because it's very rewarding, and then you get to take that rewarding character and play with him in a scenario where the gameplay isn't the greatest, but regardless, nonetheless, the gameplay is extremely rewarding, and the fact that you grinded your player actually makes a difference. Going on to Madden, I do not imagine a scenario where you will ever be able to take your player online to compete against other people. Maybe that's what's happening in Madden 21. Maybe that's what they're eventually building towards. And I could actually imagine that, because if you're only playing quarterback for Madden 20, you're probably going to say, hey, I want to make a wide receiver or a halfback for Madden 21. Yeah, we want to play other positions in career mode. What up, EA? Come on. And that would make sense. And the beauty of this all is the fact that I can imagine a scenario down the line where Madden 21 or Madden 22, we can eventually take our created players online and do some sort of team up situation. And I feel like that's where EA is kind of building towards with this concept. I can imagine EA eventually trying to make a scenario, a situation or a game mode that involves you taking your player through career mode, and eventually, you know, after grinding him out and after getting all of these abilities and attributes, you will have to you can take him online and team up with your friends and compete against other people. Now, a lot of you guys are at this point of the video and you're like, okay, Mike, so what's the one redeeming quality? What's the one thing that can make Madden's career mode better than NBA 2K's? Why would you claim that in your title? And the reason is very simple. And I cannot believe I'm saying this about EA, and I do think this is extremely temporary. Like, I would like to emphasize that I think what they're doing here is temporary. But I cannot imagine a scenario this year where EA will make you spend a dime on career mode. I don't see it. I don't see how it's plausible. I don't see the need for it. I don't see why anyone would do it. And the fact that you get to play this immersive, brand new face of the franchise mode, even though it could potentially be tacky like long shot or whatever your problems with it is, who knows? We haven't played it yet. For all we know, it could get stale after like 20 hours in. But nonetheless, even if it is stale, you will not have to spend a single penny on your player. And this is what blows my mind, because you have to bear in mind, we're talking about EA. We're talking about the company that made you have to spend hundreds of dollars on packs in order to play with Darth Vader in Star Wars Battlefront. You know, we're talking about what is by far the most notoriously greedy company and the worst ranked company in the United States. And, you know, I'm just saying that's what blows my mind. And I know I say this in all my videos. You can be excited, but be skeptical for all the hype that's coming your way. That is something that you should be hyped about. You're not going to get baited, at least if you're playing career mode. If you're a career mode guy, you are not ever going to be baited into spending money on the game unless if you play Ultimate Team mode. And I personally think that one component can take a game mode significantly higher. This can take Madden significantly higher than 2K. Now, I can imagine if they do what I envisioned down the line, maybe in Madden 21 or Madden 22, they see, hey, career mode is a little popular, and hey, look at how 2K monetized career mode. If 2K is monetizing their career mode, we should monetize our career modes as well. I can eventually see them going ahead and deciding to make you pay to grind your player all the way up. But for now, since career mode is pretty much on life support, Connected Franchise has been its own little disappointment in Madden. Although they have been making strides recently, and they have hired my buddy Moonlight Swami to take over that part of the game, I do see, at least for this year, I can see Madden 20's career mode being a lot of fun to play, and it could actually be the game mode that I personally sink the most time into. But that is my opinion. I really care about your opinion. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think. I'm your boy, TheFlightMike, and until next time.